Okay. Heck, my GM. Oh, I'm on it. There we go. And I believe I had you guys with the strategic music. There we go. Oops.
Sant is a real last name used by a real person.
Yes, it is. This is who you've been talking to, by the way. When it finishes uploading. That is the obnoxious, demanding, grating voice from across the screen. Gonna put that right here. A little smaller. There we go. Always good to have a face with a demand, right? Alright, so, Charlie Nemesis, Alrada, Omikawa, and Yakovich are all in the engineering section. You know that the security is kind of on to something happening now. And last I recall, you guys had basically bunkered down, taken positions of cover, and prepared to hold off this position if needed. Inside the Raza, Jean Toussaint has been welcomed with garlic bread, and can't remember if Jai was hanging out at the airlock door or
No, that was Ginator.
well, right. Okay.
I was on the bridge.
Oh, I thought you were still by the airlock door though, and basically looking through to the other side.
No, I mean, like, we had cameras,
Okay, that's fine.
so I was a bit away from that.
Okay. So you know that communications have been cut because you were in the middle of speaking with Carissa when her comms went out. Is there anything that you guys are doing on the Raza side of things? Now that you've got Jean with his cred stick for 200 or requesting 275,000, or cred cube requesting 275,000 in your galley, and no communication from Carissa.
Out of yeah, okay. I don't think did we really plan past this point?
I don't think so.
Right, I didn't think so either. Um, what was John there wearing?
He was wearing a vac suit.
Okay. So, like, anything special about the vac suit, or was it a generic vac suit?
It wasn't generic. It was mature core. Go ahead and roll. What skill do you think best represents Jai's knowledge of
Knowledge, you say?
Yeah, I mean, you had to see that coming.
of work attire? Spacer attire specifically.
Baser attire?
Mm-hmm. Could also be
Uh,
military attire, because
I can see
they, all the corps are essentially paramilitary.
I mean,
Here
pilot.
comes the deep lore. Is Jai a fashionista?
Odd. Um, I mean, probably either administer or no would be my guess. I don't actually know what you'd roll for fashion.
Well, I would normally
Well-
go with work for the spacer,
That's
gear
fair.
essentially. I think I'll allow administer because of the circumstances. So go ahead and
Okay.
roll admin.
Okay.
I feel like I could make an argument for pilot too.
I think an argument could be made for pilot also. I before I got distracted from saying this, but I intended to say that you do have a -1 penalty on this because you're viewing this through monitors and not there.
Okay.
But that still makes it. So yes, this vac suit is non-standard. Jai can't tell exactly what the modifications do, but he sees that it's not just the standard vac suit that you walk into Wally Space World and buy a couple of dozen of. Mercure has, like their ships, specialized it in some way.
Okay.
So here's the situation: you've got John, the person with Carissa's money. Well, the person with the transaction requesting money on your ship, Carissa on the other ship, and then 5 of your crew over there that have disabled both comms and engines. If you don't take any proactive actions at this point, you're basically leaving it to Carissa to try and reestablish contact without the use of her comms, or for action at the engine room on the present cause.
That
I
I
feel like,
sorry.
I was gonna say I feel like the next step would probably just be to storm the ship and
Yeah, I'm actually inclined to agree. I was about to say we do have all these security bots.
You do.
I think we have the guard crew presumably geared up and
security bots in front.
security bots in front and just move right on in. Right. Well, yeah. If Zoe was here, I was probably going to suggest she have like some sort of sleeping gas or something prepped with her ability that we throw in first and then move in, but this is fine. This is fine. Besides, with all their vac suits, it might only get a couple of them anyway. So, yeah, I think we're storming the ship, Dex.
I've made a new box for you, a boarding team. Go ahead and put in that box who you want on that team.
Well, obviously, the security bots.
And of
And
special
then, I
note
guess-
is Aquila Manley has finally got a card up there at the top of the list. Aquila Manley is not eligible for storming the ship.
So, I'm assuming we want the androids too, right?
Who is Aquila Manley again?
That's the Mercure rider.
Oh.
A subsidiary of Mercure. But it ultimately goes up to Mercure for Delta Rain.
Okay.
Right. Are they still on board? Oh,
Uh-huh.
I honestly forgot they existed.
yeah. I forgot they were on board as well.
They are
Oh, well.
still writing content for Delta Rain.
Well, okay.
Hmm.
I guess U for unique.
Yeah.
All right, let me go ahead and get the boarding team.
I went ahead and grabbed all the security bots and the androids. Well, I'm not the guard androids. Or I guess ship androids. This is what they are.
Elrada is actually already on the sneak squad.
Oh,
Yep.
right.
He's with
God,
me.
I forgot about that.
Yep, as is Omniflaw.
I see it.
Yeah.
I see them now. That
Did
is
take some
my
of the-
bad.
No
Did
worries.
take some of the better combatants on that team, just because.
So Jai is personally leading the boarding team.
Yep.
All right.
Eight. And you know what? Let's have some fun, Nova.
I mean, Nova really does need to get some aggression out, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah, Noah's pretty excited.
You'll have fun. Anyone else we should bring? Da-da-da-da. I think that leaves Trisha and Asta to guard the ship, as well as Libra and such control things.
I assume on a ship we want energy weaponry or wood carbines.
Void carbines.
Okay, just wood carbines.
Yeah. Unless you specifically do not care about damaging the
Wow.
internal structure of the ship.
Only insofar as it doesn't send us out into the void.
Right.
It's not really too much of a problem. But we don't want anyone like looking down or looking and seeing, hey, why is the ship getting blown up from the inside?
Yeah, the biggest risk of non-void carbine weapons is depressurization. It's unlikely that anybody's going to
Not
get
gonna be.
sucked out of a hole.
Yeah, not explosive, but
Right.
still compromised.
Yeah, and you can also cause errors with sensitive equipment that cause issues. All right. One more thing to do with this box here. Oh, not highlight it, not poke it. Dang it. It is one square too. It's uneven. It bothers me. Alright, well, we're going to need more room for you guys down here, so.
Womp womp.
Let's see.
Okay.
I believe I have some good templates for this, so that I don't have to.
I'll bring along that. Bring along those returns.
Just to keep an eye on them, I'll have Aradessa joining them. Yeah, I should make a special token for Aradessa, huh?
You probably should. She deserves
Yeah.
it, and
She does deserve it.
probably demands it.
And yes, Alma certainly demands it. I'll try to find the sexiest drone picture I can find.
Well, just remember, I can't put anything up that's copyrighted.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would say go for Jessica Rabbit.
God. Yeah.
I can't believe my template blocks did not already have a void carbine on them.
They haven't really come up often.
No, they haven't, but when I set up these stat blocks, I should have, said,
Thought of everything.
"Yeah, exactly. I really should have."
They did have wood carbines. Unless you're talking about your military corps people.
Yeah, I'm talking. I've got some templates set up, and
Gotcha.
that way I don't have to.
Rebuild every stat block from blank.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you say energy weapons can penetrate ship hull stuff?
Yes, energy weapons can cause problems for ships internally.
Okay. Guess I'll bring a void carbine as well then.
That's okay. My drones still have laser rifles on them. The combat drones that I have with me, that is.
Yeah.
Oh, are you sending them along?
No, those are with me.
Okay.
My main combat ones. Worst case is I can call, like if y'all actually got into some trouble, I could actually remotely get my my less capable combat drones to y'all. But I don't think that'd be any better than getting just calling for reinforcements.
Well, we could have one of the crew pilot them.
I mean, you could do that too. But they've got laser rifles. Pretty much all my drones are laser.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you're getting very rudimentary maps. Why don't the sneak squad and takedown team all move to the top portion of the map, and the boarding team is going to be funneling through that tunnel. Oops, probably shouldn't put that there. There we go. This is all wall. Gonna cause some lag issues, but oh well. So what you're looking at is your space tunnel is here. The airlock is here. And beyond that is their ship. This
Okay.
is space. And this is wall.
Space. The final frontier.
All right.
Over in the top, you guys, as I said, do have cover. Someone go ahead and draw me a 2x3 block that represents the engine, and then some extra cover that you guys, extra equipment and stuff that you're able to take cover behind.
2x3. And
That's the engine, and that's impassable.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's see. I feel like if anything, there might be like pillars on the sides. We'll do them staggered.
And
then
we'll
a pipe. Yeah, there we go. Nothing too crazy. So, what was this? Was this the another entrance to the?
That's the one and only entrance, yes.
Oh, okay.
I cannot move my character token.
I'm probably like squeezed back here.
We'll let Meow can temporarily handle movement of your character.
Thank you.
Yep.
Set that drone there. And that drone there. Alright, yeah, whenever you control Charlie.
Oh, you don't have control of Charlie.
No, I don't.
Right. I'll move him. Where would you like to be, Charlie? Next to whom?
2 lines there at the door.
Yes.
The opposite side of the room, by the crate.
We've got some points over here.
The crate above that one.
Yeah, that one won't really have cover from the door, which is maybe not too big a deal, but because you're still covering the door.
Yeah.
We need some instant panels. Great your own cover. I mean, even though technically that's what I just did, but I didn't really. I attempted not to do it too tactically.
I think your positioning works. All right, and lastly, this hallway.
Is that what the music just kicked in?
Yep.
Oh, did it just kick in for you?
Yeah.
It just
So
looped.
weird.
It's been playing on my side, but it just looped for you.
Oh.
So it started.
Oh no, it came in at the perfect time for me. You said alrighty, and then the music kicked in.
Yeah, it was pretty good
Nice,
timing.
nice. I have a problem in that I don't really know what spaceships look like, so I'm just going to say that the airlock opens into a larger room, and there's a hallway going down each side.
The fun thing with spaceships is they're not real, so you can make them look however you want.
Spaceships are real.
Well, actually, I guess they technically are. But presumably ones in the far future maybe, have a lot more options in design.
What a take. Spaceships aren't real.
Well, these spaceships aren't real.
If we're going off of real world spaceships, they mostly look like phallic imagery. Otherwise, Halo makes them look like guns. Star Trek makes it look like a big pizza plate.
Well, and real spaceships are pretty much almost all narrow corridors.
Damn it. Lag. Destroyed my last thing there.
Womp womp.
Okay, good enough. The
Do
last
it live.
piece of the puzzle. Yeah, I didn't know you guys were going to actually do a board, and I didn't want to draw a map in advance because I knew it would be so simple.
Well, we initially thought. I think we initially thought it's like, oh, we'll just threaten them. But then it's like, oh wait, we got their communications.
Yeah. I
Like,
anticipated that this section would at least have the threat, the tension of combat. I wasn't sure how else you guys would go. So, let's start off by asking Lulu, what is
Yo.
Jai doing?
I mean, right now he's marching down to the airlock, Darth Vader style.
In his suit. Has he repainted it black yet?
Probably not, but I wish he had.
But he is in the suit, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The guards and are following along. Nova's probably, I assume, Nova's more of a melee person, right?
She is good with all things. Here, let me.
Jesus.
She hasn't
Oh,
been
damn.
given any weapons, so yes, until she's given weapons, she is more of a melee person. Is there?
She was given a void carbine for this if she wanted one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So there's that. There's the robots. I assume the security bots are more of those tread having ones, so they're probably rolling along in front.
Okay.
The other androids right behind them with their own firearms, and then us all right behind going down the airlock. Crossing over, the security bots will basically like borderline start running as we get into what would be the cameras out on the airlock.
Okay.
The security bots will basically just zoom right across with the other things to follow.
Okay. Now, this doesn't change any of the mechanics of that, but just to adjust the fiction a little bit. Through
Sure.
the tunnel, there's no gravity, so they're not. Uh, I don't think they'd be zooming along the tunnel, but they could certainly push themselves off.
Okay.
Well, they might have magnetic treads, so your description still works.
Yeah.
Of course it does.
I mean, I assume.
Yeah, that works too.
Well,
I
I assume mag boots are probably something the rest of us all have, and magnetic treads aren't. If they're meant to be on ships, magnetic treads are perfectly plausible.
Yeah, absolutely, and they would be EM, so it wouldn't be always on magnets.
Right.
Okay, so yeah, they can certainly roll through. Why don't we get a conga line starting? Starting here, because this is the end of your tunnel, and go ahead and let me use a different tool here. Go ahead and start it here, and loop it around this way to represent the order in which these bots are running towards the other ship.
Okay. Did you want me to put in the rest of them too?
No, that's fine. I'm gonna
Just
throw
which
a
ones he kills.
complication at you, and
Okay.
that's that while the outer airlock door is open, excuse me, the inner airlock door is closed. It may be locked. You're not sure, but there is somebody on that other side, watching it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot about the dual locking thing.
Yeah.
Well, we still have demo charges that can be shaped.
A little aggressive.
I'm feeling a little aggressive, you know?
Yeah, I think that's fair.
You do also have a guy, a Mercure guy, eating garlic bread in your galley. Not that I'm trying to recommend anything. I'm just reminding you.
They have provided us a hostage. He's got a point.
What am I supposed to do with the hostage? I can't take him away from his garlic bread. That'd just be cruel.
Well, you got your priorities straight.
I mean, I'm not actually sure what I'd do with him anyway in this case.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he just told him out to the door. It's like, hey, let me in. Definitely not being held hostage.
Yeah, but that'd be a case where we'd have to close it and reopen it and close it and reopen it and close it and reopen it like multiple times to get everyone through.
Oh, yeah, I guess that does make a boarding party a little bit more difficult. I guess this is why I really need those oh gosh, what do they call them? Assault pods or something like that?
Boarding pods.
Yeah, boarding pods.
But yeah, is that basically right, Dex? You'd need to go through that complicated process.
So I know that I've said before that the airlocks have that double door mechanism as a safety feature, as an automatic safety feature. I think that as long as it, well, let me think about that for a second.
Do you need us to move from the engine room and try to do something, or I guess it's maybe the question. That may actually be. Because I mean, this is just an effective security feature that we forgot about.
It is an effective security feature, yeah. So if that mechanism is defeated, then there's your tunnel is pressurized or can be pressurized, and so there's no real issue with all the people inside. They're going to still have atmosphere, because all of your guys need atmosphere too, unless you defeat that mechanism.
I'm not really sure what you're saying.
I'm kind of just talking myself into circles here. How would you like to get past this double door mechanism? What fictional positioning do you think works well for this?
So I think the options are like if there's a way to like bypass it just using whatever secure like whatever card or security information that Joey had or
Oh,
John or whatever his name was.
I mean, I
Uh,
could also attempt to remotely hack with one of my drones. I do have that ability to operate through one of my drones with the manipulator arms.
that is an option. So I guess I'll go for it. I'll talk about. We'll start asking Dex with this. Does John have would John have any sort of like code or card that would allow him to bypass the interlock?
Yeah, he's you can see from through Janitor's feed that they had a physical keypad entry, and Knox was not Knox. Charlie was reporting, saying that that's what he disabled when he went through the external and the internal. So
Okay.
yes, there is a keypad entry.
In that case, before going down there with the assault team, Jai would have very politely stepped in next to John,
Mm-hmm.
and probably in the suit.
he
Intimidation
looks
factor.
over and up, and then his eyes widen.
Are you enjoying the garlic bread?
He puts the garlic bread down.
It appears he's no longer enjoying the garlic bread.
No, you can still have some. I just have a quick question.
I've lost my appetite.
Yeah. Maybe something to drink then. Still, I want you to answer a question for me first. Or rather, I'd really like it if you could give me the information for the key card for the keypad to the ship and any key cards you might happen to have on hand.
Go ahead and make me a charisma talk check.
Okay. Nope.
He's
That's
like,
not
I'll
what I
never
meant to do.
talk.
That is not what I meant to do.
And yet, here we are.
Oh, your difficulty was his morale.
Which is
9.
okay. Perfect.
He gives Jai the code.
I very graciously pat him on the shoulder with my giant power armored hand. All right. Let's see. Who was I leaving on the ship?
Yeah, I was gonna ask if you've got any more security available.
Yeah. Miss Roberts, if you would be so kind as to guide John here to the brig and take the garlic bread with you. He might get hungry again soon.
Hi, Captain. And John Toussaint is escorted to the brig with garlic bread and a glass of water.
The rest of you, let's move out.
Nova protests this.
Well,
She's coming up beside Jai. I want to be in front.
What? But I mean, in front of the robots.
Yes.
Wants to make sure she gets some action.
All right, sure, go for it. Why not? I don't think the security bots can actually enter the key code anyway. So
And so with the size of this airlock, even if you don't disable, sorry, let me start over. If you don't disable the 2-door cycling, you can easily get 5. Well, with your robots in tracked, let's say 4 plus a human.
Mhm.
And once the robots are through, 6 humans into that room. They will be sitting ducks for any kind of explosive attacks, but it's not likely.
Yeah, that'd be rather silly to use explosives.
Yes, yeah. It's also not great tactical positioning for being fired upon, but that's what boarding is like.
I suppose they could have, I don't know, EMP grenades or something. But I don't think that's a common thing.
It's not a common thing, though.
all right, let's go ahead and move them in. I'm sure they're probably gearing up a team for the engines anyway, so that buys us a bit of time.
Okay. As your security bots filter in, and as Nova starts entering the keypad, the person that was watching through that window, Nova sprints across, as well as she can through 0G.
Launches yourself at it.
Yeah, she does. Yes, she does. And you can clearly see him calling something back on the radio. Over here with you guys,
Wait, what radio?
Internal vac suit radio.
Okay.
Yeah. Kind of assumed they'd have some. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
they still have a way to communicate amongst each other within the ship.
Our main concern was them.
Yeah, no, that's
contacting other
totally
ships.
fair.
Yeah.
So I'm not too worried about that part. In fact, that actually may work to our advantage, because that may mean we, can get them to surrender sooner.
Entirely possible. Over there at the engine room, you guys have seen hints of activity. You've seen somebody walking by engineering and looked inside and then ducked back. So you know that you've been found.
We've been fingered.
And they are apparently preparing a response for that. Around the time that Jai and team rush the airlock and prepare to fight their way in. Why do I keep closing this page? Damn it!
I don't know.
It's like Xander in his character sheet. You know that the door here has been flanked by a pair of soldiers or guards. And just before Nova has launched herself across the tunnel, one of them calls in. Come out! You're surrounded.
Well, there's only one entrance, so I don't know if I'd call it surrounded.
Fine. Let someone come in and get our wounded.
I mean, we could just toss him out the door. We just knocked him out.
Elrada looks back at Nemesis.
Your call, Alrada.
Elrada looks over at Charlie.
They're not exactly hurt, right? They're just knocked out.
They are just knocked out, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's terrible. Just to keep in mind, that is terrible for you.
Yes, yeah. They're basically wanting to make sure that nothing permanent, happens to people who just got taken down somehow, and they don't know exactly what happened to them.
Yeah, they don't know they're just knocked out yet.
So I feel like it's better for us if they stay with us.
Oh, hostages. Yeah, no, that's a good point. I mean, they're probably okay.
Yeah, they're fine. They're just taking a little nap.
And
That's terrible for you.
as soon as Charlie says that, you see the lights in engineering and across the hall, pretty much throughout the ship, take on a red hue, and hear a little, not very loud, little siren blaring. Unfortunately, there is no computerized voice screaming red alert.
Oh yeah, what was it? The shutdown code, right? Oh yeah, I totally forgot about the.
No, remember, the shutdown code doesn't actually report out until
Yeah.
someone comes in with diagnostics.
Oh, okay.
I think this is just the alert that
Yeah.
we're being boarded.
Battle
Yeah.
stations being boarded. Yeah.
That's exactly right.
I'm just gonna say, oh no, you should probably check on what that is.
Actually, since they're unconscious, they can be lifted with TK, right?
Yes, they can.
Oh yeah, now Charlie can use them as weapons.
No. I don't think I want to see that.
All right, Lulu, let's go ahead and get Nova and the 4 security bots. I didn't hear you say otherwise, so I assume that you're going to go in with the cycling option.
Yeah.
Okay. So Nova and 4 robots cram into this little room, and they see guards being assembled as excuse me, as the door is opening. Neither side is going to get free attacks on the other because the door is opening both ways. Meaning that when they can fire on you, you can fire on them. So
They just have more freedom in positioning.
they just have more freedom of positioning. So, let's just get. Oh no, Nova's underneath all the things. That's not good. Is everyone underneath all the things? I think everyone's underneath all the things.
Oh yeah, you made it on the wrong layer.
That should fix most of it. There's a few things that still aren't on the right layer, but I'm not going to worry about them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just to be clear, if the guys right outside our door in the engine room start going off towards those, I think that's pretty much when we attack them.
Yeah. No.
If they do that.
They do not. You hear them burst into chatter in Parisian.
Hey!
Nemesis knows Parisian.
Nemesis does. First time it's ever come up.
But by happenstance, Parisian is the default language for Mercure Core and Kudi Tahirti.
Yeah, that's exactly why I know Parisian.
So yeah, Nemesis does hear that the
Know your enemy.
The ship is being boarded, and that 3 people here will secure this position. And then she hears a particular turn of phrase that I'm going to have you roll a notice check for how well she catches it.
All right. Notice wisdom, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Point I spent into wisdom. Or not into wisdom, I know to notice.
That's sufficient for her to hear inject if necessary.
Oh. Combat drugs. I'm familiar with that concept. Die on board.
I'm helpful.
Yeah. At least in preparing me to deal with a pharmaceutical company.
Why aren't you... Am I on the wrong map? Why aren't you snapping to grid? Do you guys see another guy that's been added to the right side?
Yes.
Huh.
I don't think I've snapped. Yeah, I don't snap the grid here.
Oh, right, duh. There is no... That's why it's called a
I thought-
gridless grid.
Yeah, I mean, you're the one that's so proud of your gridless grid. I expect you, of all people, to remember that.
It's funny because I think I repositioned the other guys so that they would be off the lines, and I must have done that so perfectly that it looked like they snapped.
Mm,
I'm just good like that.
yeah, exactly. Surprise yourself sometimes.
Yep, I really do. And I'm just gonna bring them out because I will need them eventually. So we'll make a Mercure conga line. No, you cannot shoot them from around the corner.
Mercongula. Well, there is something that Charlie at least can do. How much effort do you have left, Charlie?
Let me double check.
Well, you're maintaining the fly. I'm trying to remember. Is the fly? Is it actually consume it, or is it just committed?
It's committed.
Like it's committed for a scene, or is it committed just while you have it active?
It's committed while I have it active.
Okay, that's not too bad then. So that's basically one you can get back, as well
Yep.
as the backseat one. So
I
you
have-
at least
I
got two
currently
that you can
have-
play.
Actually, I'll move.
2 uncommitted effort. 1 committed for the scene.
So you got quite a bit still. If in a pitch you can retain too.
And you can always do a telekinetic ram on those on that group.
That's not really effective against infantry though. And
It gets them to move away.
That would be the big purpose, I think. But
moves away for what, though?
let's go ahead and roll initiatives.
Okay.
Let me get the tracker up.
Oh boy.
I don't see any errant entries on the tracker. I'll go ahead and add you in just a second, Knox.
Sorry.
I guess we need to roll as well.
Yes.
For myself,
Charlie rolled
I can roll for
8. Okay.
And I can roll for each of our NPCs in the engine room.
No, I can do that for you.
Okay.
Lulu, I can roll for the NPCs also. I've got a quick and
Oh.
easy macro.
Couldn't remember if he did or not. Get mixed up with my other game.
Let me make sure that I can actually separate these two though. So we've got 8 for them. And good. Perfect. I'm going to do them in groups. But I don't want to do them in quite such harsh groups. So let me just do a quick thing here. And Meowkin, would you mind putting a green on all the soldiers in your section?
I can't put dots on the
Oh, right. You can't control the enemies. That's silly.
I know, right? Imagine. You should just make me, just make me co-DM and get me control of everything. I totally want to use it. Just, oh, look at me! I'm hacking the game. I've become such a good hacker.
Well, I don't appear to be able to rename them then.
I think. Gosh, I always have trouble remembering that. Let's see. Yeah, if you edit the token, you should be able to.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Oh.
Perfect. Now I just have to remember which of these guys I clicked on to roll over here.
Oh, that's a good idea. Actually renaming it so it shows up in the turn tracker under that name. Actually, I could have used that last night. I had a combat with like, I think it was like a 30 like weak little mobs
Oh no.
in D&D. So yeah, I did just do groups. Luckily, they basically just wiped out like 10 in one go. But even so, still, I definitely got groups mixed up a lot.
Yeah, that's. I am
But
kind of expecting you guys to just roll over them, especially with how bad their rolls have been. But
just you wait, it could go south pretty quickly.
yeah, it could. All right, so I still need all of your NPCs except for the S's and Volt.
I thought you did not want us to roll the NPCs.
No, I'm just saying that for myself.
Yeah. Talking
make-
out loud.
Yeah, making sure that I don't re-roll anything that doesn't need to be rolled. Oops, and Nova's already been rolled. Perfect. All right, so Jewel. Actually, I'm gonna hold off on rolling the others because you guys are still outside for now. We'll add
Okay.
the rest of you when you decide what order they join in.
Okay.
Descending. Okay. So over there in the engine room, you know that hostilities boarding action has started. And you've heard the call. Inject if necessary.
Oh, I'm going quickly. Okay. I figure I might as well just go ahead and send a drone out then, or both drones really. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I can repair them.
Unless they get destroyed.
Oh yeah, unless they get completely destroyed. They probably won't be able to completely destroy them though immediately. They're pretty durable drones, and if it's only 3 of them.
Can't you not have them attack if you move both of them?
Yeah, I won't be able to. I can't. So what it is, I can't issue orders to. I can't issue 2 orders to the same drone.
Right.
So they can either move or attack. But next time, if I don't move either one, they can attack with both of them.
Okay.
Yeah, he wasn't going to be able to
that's
attack
my
this turn anyways.
Yep. So basically, what I'm just doing is zipping both drones out on either side of them, basically flying right over their heads. It's very intimidating. As I'm like crouched behind the the engine and playing with that, using the drone control link to control the other one. I am actually. Let me just wedge myself further into the corner, and that'll be my turn.
Nox, do you want Charlie to have taken the position that Nemesis took? Left?
Actually, hold on. Do I need to?
Because it's reasonable.
I think it might be my move action to use the drone control link. I forget.
Oh yeah, it is. But it's reasonable that Nemesis was
before the fighting broke out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Nox, do you want Charlie to have actual cover?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Jai, you're getting reports from Nova of the opposition that she sees. She doesn't see through walls, so she's just given a rough count of that she sees 3 and suspects that there are 3 more.
Okay. I mean, is there anything I can do right now?
You can wait.
I don't think there's anything I can actually do with this right now.
Yeah, not really. I think I kind of thought that Jai was actually in front with the bots and Nova, but it doesn't make sense.
Why would he be?
Right.
Yeah. Jai's careful. I mean, sure, he's showing you this team, but I don't think he's gonna put himself in front.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless I can roll no to know what they might have in stock and gain some advantage with the foci but I can't really think of anything.
Roll no in place of the strategy skill.
Yeah.
I guess it'd be tactics skill. If we definitely entered a tactical situation.
Yeah.
after executing our strategical situation.
I've got nothing.
This is kind of a much more simple situation. If there were more complexity, then um, there might be something.
Right. No, I agree.
And the no thing, while I wouldn't, yeah, I would never disallow you using that. I think the best you could really do is just kind of prepare people for the possibility, and they kind of they're going into a combat situation. They already know that
All
there's
right.
stuff
Oh,
that can go.
Yeah, can I roll lead to psych everyone up?
Uh,
all right.
what?
I mean, even if it doesn't have any mechanical.
Not
Yeah.
not psych everyone up in the psych up way.
No, I get it.
Yeah, well, yeah, you need to be careful with that wording because you're very fond.
I
of
roll lead to inject everyone with drugs.
Yeah, if you want Jai to make a small speech for the human and the trend component of your assault, and give them some idea of why they're boarding this ship, then
to save us 275,000 credits.
Well, gentlemen, this is our first real opportunity to strike against the powers that be that put us in this hellish situation. The situation on Cliff was only a precursor. So, let's say we kill some corpos.
all right. Well, go ahead and roll a charisma lead on that. That is not a bad roll at all.
Eric
Jai.
does it as a little does like a little cheerleader display.
Yeah.
Nice.
Go team!
All right, and a couple of the Mercure folks. Do you have the drop on Nova and Robot Company? As it
Did
is.
Nova at
a
least
ship.
have the sense to take cover behind one of the robots?
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know why I asked.
Yeah, I mean your medical knowledge may come in to play here.
Well, look, at the very least,
What?
I'm not feeling too bad because this is her own fucking fault. This is not
Yeah.
my fault.
Yeah, I don't think anyone will feel bad about it. I mean, I
Her.
had to get that aggression out.
She
you
might
know?
feel bad about the bullets.
Yeah, man, those might hurt.
Well, one of them is taking a shot at her.
But she at least remembered to put on some armor.
Yeah, she's wearing a vac suit.
that a
She
nat
ran into
one for the
battle.
attack roll?
She ran into battle naked and covered in woad.
It's an actual option in the rule set.
Yeah.
It is. What was that, Nox?
War paint.
Is that a nat 1 in the attack roll?
I think it might be. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
That doesn't do anything in Stars, though. And I haven't added crit or fumble mechanics. I kind of
Yeah,
like
I
that
didn't
honestly-
have the.
Crit fumbles are kind of
Yeah, not something I'm a fan of.
Yeah.
I didn't have the chat open, so all I saw was the die roll.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'd say crit fumbles are the sort of thing I'd say are good if your character is completely untrained in the subject. Otherwise, I'd
yeah.
say avoid them.
Yeah.
It's good when it's funny. It's bad when it's serious.
I like how tight combat attack rolls and damage rolls are in Stars, and I think that adding more swing to them in form of crits would be a mistake.
Granted, they do kind of exist with some weapons.
Just one.
I think it might be just the thunder gun, I want to say, maybe?
I think it's the Thunder Gun, yeah. Let's see if Nova is the target of a second attack. She is not, so you're next in line. What is that, S1?
No, not S1. That's my favorite.
No, S3 is
Okay.
Oh.
first.
What is
And
S3's
it's
armor
missed.
class? 15 it looks like.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's higher than that.
Yeah, okay. That is not going to hit either. And the other 2 reds are not moving in just to fire at you guys. So Charlie, you
Is
guys
peace no longer an option here?
is what?
Is peace no longer an option? Have we moved past a point where peace is an option?
You have
They are
heard
shooting at us.
shouting
Okay.
and gunfire. The very distinct thud of a void carbine gunfire.
I'm not exactly sure how void carbines work. Is it just that they're like really subsonic, so don't pierce things, or?
Well, it's best not to get into it, because
Yes.
the physics problem that void carbines create is that they're not supposed to be dangerous inside of a ship, so they're obviously doing something softer, but they're also TL4, which means that they can damage people in power armor.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a really weird situation because
Yeah.
obviously less
There's
penetrating
space magic.
power would mean that they're
Yeah, they are a gameplay concession.
Okay.
yeah
Quick question for Dex.
they have no recoil.
How fine is my, I guess, telekinetic motor control?
It's not very fine, but what are you trying to do?
I'm sure at least one of us has a grenade. I'm seeing if one of us could, that we can get one of the unconscious people to just go outside and open a grenade.
No, telekinesis isn't fine enough for that level of manipulation.
Also, that seems a little bit cruel.
It's fine. Like, I'm totally fine with Charlie being cruel in some situations.
Hey, they started opening fire after we said we wanted to talk.
Yeah. If it's something Charlie would do, well, I mean, obviously Dex said you can't do it anyway,
Yeah.
but if it is something Charlie would do, I'd say do it.
No, but I do know that with telekinesis, you can just straight up move a grenade so that you don't need to like roll to fucking throw it somewhere.
Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely.
And so that would be the easiest thing to do right here because they're on the other side of a wall.
And I'll point out that I have added grenade to all of your security character sheets. Because you guys like grenades. You guys like flashbangs. I also came up with a very simple solution to my wibbly wobbling on how flashbangs work, which I'll tell you if you guys use them.
Okay.
If one of us has a grenade, not me because I just don't have a grenade, but if one of us, I guess if Elrada is closest to the door, so
Mhm.
I'm gonna quickly ask Elrada if they have a grenade or if they have a flashbang specifically.
Lulu, would you have equipped the? Actually, I guess this is Nemesis and Charlie. Would you have
Yeah.
wanted to equip the sneak team with flashbangs or rag grenades?
I would say flashbangs.
Okay.
And it sounds like Charlie's asking for a flashbang, so.
So
Yeah.
each of your security have one grenade of whatever sort you want.
Awesome. Door's closed.
The door is open.
Okay.
It's less of a door and more of a open passageway.
Awesome.
Now,
This
can
is
Elrada drop it? Elrada, based on action economy, can't just drop a grenade for Charlie to manipulate unless he's holding on to it. But Charlie knows where it is on his person, and I would ask you for a wisdom telekinesis or con telekinesis check at a difficulty of 8 to try and remove it from his belt since he's willing, and pull the pin and then do what Charlie wants to do with it.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't roll poorly.
You did not. You rolled fine.
Okay.
We can hear everything you're doing right now, Meowkin.
Oh, sorry.
Awesome. So, Charlie's going to put the flashbang basically as soon as it can get out of his sightline, because that's as far as he can control it, correct?
Yes.
That's where he's going to drop it.
Okay. And 67. Grenade is all targets within 5 meters. Okay. As usual, 2-meter squares. El Rada is the only one at risk within that range, and he's in cover and knows it's coming. So I'll even allow Charlie to place it more so that there's even more wall between him. Meowkin, if you don't mind opening up El Rada's character sheet and go ahead and just use the grenade attack. So
Sure.
the epiphany I had with regard to flashbangs is, why am I trying to create these kinds of special conditional effects when I've abstracted, I'm going so far with the abstracted hit points that a flashbang can just be represented as hit point damage.
Oh, so you're just having it as non-lethal hit point stun damage, basically.
Essentially, yeah. If it's enough that, because like that roll right there would put out any number of regular one-hit die guards or civilians. It would do exactly what it's supposed to do, and it would just take them out of combat.
Yeah.
And I don't really feel like I necessarily need to worry about, oh well, it was only temporary. They can get back in, because the flip side of that is it could have rolled 3 damage, and they're just that much closer to quitting.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a personal epiphany. I'm like, this is so much simpler. Now,
Just take the
Fine by
damage,
me.
not murder.
I need to know how many hit points they have. So we'll roll each of those in turn.
They collectively have a single hit point. They share it.
First of all, I'm not even going to roll the hit points if they fail their save. Okay, there we go. That one is down. Wow.
And the question is, do I need to, what about what? Also, the question is, what about my drones? Not
Yeah.
sure what their precautions are.
Can drones be affected by flashbangs?
I mean,
we're going
I
to
would assume their
apply
sensors
this.
could.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll their save.
It won't destroy those, because those are my Juro ones.
Yeah, even if it rolled high, if I would say that this wouldn't destroy them. Roll your save.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say I don't actually know that drones normally have saves. What?
I'm gonna have you roll a mental save because it's all through cyberware.
Okay. Sure.
Okay.
I'll do that.
Next, so this first one did not make it. What is their AC? What is its AC?
Their AC is something like 16, I think. Hold on, Gladiator. Yeah, 16 AC.
Okay, so the one on top takes I'm gonna do half. Given
So
the
5 points.
circumstances. The one on the bottom takes no damage. The one on the top takes half damage, so 5,
Okay.
minus every point of AC it has above 14. So it takes 3 damage.
Oh, 3. Okay. Yeah, that ain't nothing.
And that was another thing that I thought, you know what, all those modern combat armors have little protections against this kind of stuff, and that's easily represented by the grenade mechanics already.
Right. That makes sense.
Cool. I like that so much better. Now, unfortunately, I have to do a couple of things. And let's see. So 1 moment, please.
It took Charlie 9 levels to have a single successful round of combat.
I mean, this is a very successful one, so.
I'll
Also,
take
we
it.
haven't
It
really
was a
had
build-up.
much combat, so.
Yep. The last combat that we were in was just Charlie took no actions in combat. He left cover, got shot, and then the door closed.
Yeah. That's how it is sometimes.
Oh boy.
What's
All
up?
right.
What have you done?
So, some things happen after this flashbang goes off.
Mm-hmm.
Depressionizing.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
What you see from what Charlie sees from his vantage point, this guy over here is staggered by the grenade. It was a fantastic placement. He looked over it just as it was exploding, and he squeezes his eyes shut. Too late. Claps his hands to his ears. Again, obviously too late. In reaction to he's now deaf, and then he kind of jerks as if something sharp has also stabbed him. And he kind of judders against the wall for half a second, and then starts picking himself back up very slowly and calmly. You've seen this kind of effect before in the guards that Jai deployed with Tsunami at Ironclad.
It's all drugged up.
He has some sort of reactive stim, essentially.
That's a pretty sure that equipment's a thing in the book, even.
I've seen a lot of people talk about it. It's a very specific mod in some powered armor. Or it's very specifically included in some power armor, but it's not included as a mod that you could just, attach. But, whatever. This is Mercury Core. They do drugs.
Okay.
That's our selling point. We do drugs here.
Yeah,
Oh, roll 20. Why do you hate me? Let's go ahead and give him a lightning icon for whatever that means. All right, that was a fantastic round for Charlie. It did take all 3 of them out. Unfortunately, Mercure has fail-safes built into their soldiers. And
So they're all back up then?
No, only 2 of them.
Okay.
It is S1's turn.
Okay. How much is each square of movement again?
2 meters.
All right. They have.
You can.
They're all clumped up in there, right? I don't actually remember.
Yeah, they're all in Nova's space.
Okay. In that case, this one's going to move up in here.
Imagine a boarding party consisting of security bots. It's a little silly, but they're quite disposable.
They're extreme. They cost me 5,000 credits a pop. They are extremely disposable.
What is my purpose?
To die for me?
Oh my god.
You should be honored. So this one's going to take a stab at the at this guy
Okay.
with its shocky bit. Well, unless you can, I assume not. I assume you cannot replace their standard shocky bits or give them like actual weapons. Is that correct, Dex?
You did those specifically with the civilian security bots, right?
Yeah.
Not the soldier bots. Yeah, no, they only
Right.
they're only equipped mentally to handle their shocky bits.
All right. Yeah. No, I was just making sure. I would have upgunned them if they could use more, but that is perfectly fine.
Yeah, no, for that you'll need soldier bots.
All right. So they're going to go ahead and poke this soldier.
Okay.
Is it working? No. Oh, there we go.
That
Pretty good
is
poke.
a hit. Let me roll that soldier's hit points. He only had 2 hit points. Now let me roll his injection die. He, same thing happens. He judders, and then the security bot can hear something hiss, and he bats the pokebits away.
Okay.
And we'll mark him with the lightning. I also need to get myself back on. Yeah. I know just exactly how bad Tsunami is. I think it's just a +2 to hit, right? And the
Yeah.
10 fake hit points.
Let me double check.
I'm on it already.
It's you're already on
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
10 fake hit
There.
points and +2 on all hit rolls.
Yeah.
They're basically all already dead.
Yes. Yeah.
Dead men walking.
Unless somebody comes to undead them.
Right.
Wait,
And
Yeah,
I
that's a different campaign.
I did have the option of providing everyone with Tsunami on my that's actually organic on my group, right?
Mhm.
Or at least a couple of them. Yeah.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure the ones on my team have it too, but
Yeah. I'm just going to assume all of them are going to inject before they move into position for the next go in.
Okay. Nova has declined the drugs.
Yeah, that's fine.
She
Look,
doesn't need it.
if she refuses, I cannot force her, and it's her problem if she ends up regretting it.
Yeah, she had some issues with drugs and stuff in the past, as Jai may remember from her genetic problems.
She had fucking million health issues.
Yes, she did.
Yes.
El Rada.
Didn't she almost die from like the common cold?
Yep. She did. All right, El Rada. He is looking around his cover, and he's looking back at Charlie and Omikawa, communicating. He doesn't like what he sees.
Here's a question: Does Elrata have enough skill to apply his own?
Well, with Jai on
I mean-
board, he doesn't need the skill.
Oh, that's true. Okay. So we kind of have the Mercury Core advantage.
Yeah.
You do, actually.
Okay, is it? I'm trying to remember. I was trying to find it here. Is it an action to apply it, the main action?
Did we figure that out, Lulu?
We had some discussion of it. They don't have auto injectors though, so I think we did settle on it being an action.
Have medical ports allow. I mean, yeah, I'm kind of surprised it doesn't actually say here. Does it? Or there, maybe it's under combat.
Give
Yeah, I
me-
mean that's probably fine. It's probably fine for each of the people here to go ahead and apply their own tsunami.
Give me just a second. I may have made a note in my GM journal here.
Yeah, I was looking at pharmaceuticals and it's not actually there.
Yeah, I think that's why Lulu and I had conversation about it. Let's see.
But that's the only reason it would come up is if it's
Pharmaceuticals.
unclear. Where is
Pharmaceuticals take an on-turn action to apply. I've
Oh, an on-turn
house ruled
action?
that.
Okay.
Yeah. So yes, he can
Okay.
do it and still have his full allotment of actions.
Neat. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I guess it's activating a simple device,
Yeah.
essentially.
Is
That's
that
fair.
actually an action in the book?
That's a description of on-turn action.
Oh, nice.
Dropping
okay,
an
cool.
object, falling prone, saying something. So like dropping a grenade would be an on-turn action.
So it actually is in the book, Lulu. We just didn't look at the.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I think the discussion was, is this actually a simple action or is it more complicated?
Yeah. I imagine at the very least with it would be an on-turn action with Jai's, you know.
Yeah,
Technically,
I guess that does make sense.
Yeah.
Because if it's the special stuff that everyone can use, it makes sense for it to be really, really
Yeah.
idiot-proof.
If it doesn't require any skill to apply.
Well, I'm also fine with it being for other things too. It doesn't require a skill check to apply, like Lazarus patches and medkits, where using the skill is specifically a main action. It just
Carry on. Sorry, carry on.
I agree with the comparison to it being a simple device.
It's basically just an EpiPen, I imagine,
Yeah,
or something like it.
for a normal one, if you have the heal knowledge and know where to apply it, it's as simple as jabbing yourself. If you don't have the heal skill, you can't use it at all, so it doesn't really matter. So yeah, on turn action. We came to the right conclusion without being on the right page.
Yeah. So yeah, you can have him inject and then do whatever.
Okay. Well, I mean, you know, he's the one with the drugs are bad, so
You saw that, huh?
may as well. Yeah. Oh, I knew that when I brought him. So like, I remember because I made sure that he's got you know,
Once
He's
you
got
drugs
the
on him.
juice.
Why don't you post that quality there to chat? Because I don't think everyone's seen it.
Yeah, Ifrim gets a lot of. He gets very powerful when he gets the juice.
He basically gets double tsunami.
Yeah.
Oh damn!
goodness.
So that's
So-
19 temporary hit points.
Was
Or
gonna put
well, technically 10 of those are not actual temporary hit points.
Yeah.
They are.
I'm
Yeah,
just
we're
gonna count
gonna
it as
crack
19
them separately.
oh, are we? Okay.
Yeah. Let's see.
Well, how about which goes first?
the
9 or
temporary hit points go first?
Okay.
His
yeah.
special temp hit points. So he's got 21 out of 11 hit points right now, and he will lose 10 hit points no matter what his hit points are at when this combat is over. He's also got the 9 temporary hit points, which will be depleted first.
Let me see. What sort of melee weapons do they have? Monoblade knife? Might as well. Right out there. Shank the guy.
Okay.
So, modifier of 4. Oh. Wow. Even with the 4 mod.
Damn.
What's their AC?
It's higher than 9.
Higher than 9.
No, I mean,
It
is
is
it higher
13.
than 15 for? It's 13.
13, yeah.
Oh, right. Shock
So
damage.
they still take 1 shock.
Alright. Well, it's something. And he's all juiced up. And these guys have 2 drones on the other side of them. So, you know. There's that. That'll be it for Ifrim.
That +2 should apply to shock damage too.
Okay, so it's 3 damage then.
Yeah.
should
Most
have that
damage
plus-
bonuses do apply to shock. I think dual wielding is the only one that doesn't.
Does that include their Oh, I guess they don't really have a strength bonus, do they?
No.
Not a player.
Nope. Valerian. Is he gonna juice up also?
I don't know. How does Valerian feel about juicing up?
Well, he is a bodybuilder sort, so you know how they are about steroids. No,
Or
I'm
is he
kidding.
straight edge?
I think this is a decision point for him. A character-defining point.
I feel like probably not until he has to. Not if he can do it as an on-turn action.
Okay.
So I think for Valerian, it's more just a matter of repositioning. Since if him's out in front, there's not really much more room to navigate in that hallway.
He appears to have vanished.
Did he? Oh, that's right. They can all
Oh,
fly
yeah.
too. They can fly anyways, can't they?
Yes.
They can.
Actually, hold on. That's 20 meters of movement, right? With the flying.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
And how are these hallways tall enough for him to get around behind these? Or
No.
I mean, I assume the drones were able to, but he's a full-size person.
No.
Okay.
Even the drones, I technically should have taken attacks against them, but they're... Well, oh, sorry. I could have, but they're all using void carbines that have not been clubbed up. They don't have
Gotcha.
easy melee weapon.
Okay. Then I guess Valerian is just gonna take a position over here.
He could fire at that guy from there.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if he would be able to or not.
Yeah.
Then I guess
Consider
we'll...
that doorway basically just not a wall, not an obstruction at all.
Okay. So I guess we'll just take a void cavern shot.
Okay.
Let me pull the Valerian sheet, which I got here already. Darn it, he should have drugged up.
That would have hit if you drugged up.
Yeah.
Actually, it probably wouldn't have, because I think this guy still has cover.
Yeah, almost certainly. Alright, that'll be it for Valerian then.
S2.
Okay. S2.
Mhm.
I'm just going to 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm gonna move your
And
others
then-
up here.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Volt roll. Just rolled a 1. Yeah. They will do the pokey thing.
Okay.
The hokey pokey?
The hokey pokey.
That is, again, going to hit. This guy is... Is Tsunami calm? I forget. Is it calm or rage? Tsunami is calm, right?
It's a fearless recklessness.
Oh, it's rage. Okay.
Well, not quite rage, but more. It's close enough. Whatever.
It's the opposite of calm, whatever that happens to be. So yeah, this guard is trying to kick away the droid as tries to level a shot with his void carbine at them. S3.
Okay. Wait, hold on. How much? He has taken 12 points of damage, right?
The tsunami resets him to 10 exactly.
Oh, it actually resets him.
Yeah. The trigger on their injection is when they hit 0, and so whatever happens to them, whether it's the tsunami, the not tsunami, or the other not tsunami, they get hit points from that point. There's a simpler way of saying this would have been there are no negative hit points in stars.
Got it.
That's a pretty clever application.
That makes sense. All right. This one is going to. I guess. I'm up here and poke it as well.
Okay. Ah, the first time a security bot has missed.
Failed.
Yep.
Worst security bot ever. It's fired.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess security bots don't have shock. I don't know if I missed
Wait,
that.
no. Hold on. Let me
mean-
let me double check because it might be treated as a stun baton.
I would assume
It just says 1d8 stun. And as they are NPCs, Kevin Crawford doesn't tend to list shock, but I like NPCs having shock.
All right, so it's up to you then.
Yeah, I'll treat it as if he's got a stun baton, which should be a 1 and 13, I think, right?
I think that was right.
Either
I
way,
think it
affects
might
this
actually
guy.
be 15.
Okay.
Hold on.
Yes, it is. It's
AC
15.
15.
Either way, that affects this guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Green team goes. So, Rada and Yakovich are seeing something a little bit more different from the... Oh, and I guess you've got drones over here too. So, Nemesis is seeing it also. The guy that has that heart icon,
Yeah.
he
noticed
didn't
that.
just judder when he got injected. He convulsed. And why don't
I don't
let's
know what to
see.
make of that.
Nemesis, go ahead and make a notice check at -1 because, -2 actually, because she kind of caught this at the tail end. No, the drone was out there first. My bad. -1.
Okay.
And El Rada can also make a notice check with no penalty.
Alright. That's flat roll and El Rada. Skill. Where's the skill save? There it is. Noted. Whatever, I'm not gonna. Proficient, yes. Penalty.
Okay. Both of those are successes. It is very subtle, but through analytics with the drone, the camera, it's not seeing in combat mode. It's not seeing just regular vision. It's got all the kind of cool matrixy look to it, which makes these very tiny, slight differences more noticeable. That guy is filling out his suit better now than he was when you first saw him.
So his actual muscles have increased in mass.
Very rapidly.
Yeah. That can't feel good.
Well, that's probably leading to
Valerian
those
might-
convulsing.
But who knows? Valerian might be interested in drugs now. No.
And
Probably not what I assume are heavy side effects.
and he gets to go.
He's gonna smash one of my drones. Full 30 points of damage.
Well, there is one kind of right around him. I know that we've kind of abstracted that hallways. Is the drone actually that close, or has it moved farther away?
I probably would move it further away.
Okay, that's fine.
Because they're not really good for melee. Regardless, he could still like reach and melee it, or I guess whatever he wants to do.
Well, he's going to shoot it for 7 damage.
Ooh, an extra 2 damage. This is fine.
Yeah, I realize these drones have a lot of hit points. He
Yeah,
doesn't
there's
have that.
another. I like to imagine they have a blade of armor, so it's like, yeah, it seems like a bunch flies off, but it's like that's by design.
Right.
But hey, they feel good about it.
Nova.
That's what's important.
Nova. Do
Nova.
wait, do you actually want me to control her, or do you just want a controller?
No, go ahead.
You sure?
Is there a reason I shouldn't let you control her?
I think because she's not gonna listen to me anyway.
Yeah, but you could separate yourself from Jai, right?
I don't know.
Lulu has become Jai, or Jai was always Lulu.
You know, always have a little bit of yourself in your characters.
It's a mystery.
I mean, act with her with the mindset that she just wants to kill things. Not things. She wants to kill people. She wants to kill humans.
All right. Well, what's she equipped with?
She's equipped with a Void Carbine, and she's not particular to either melee or range, just whatever is most effective at the moment. Whatever is going to spatter blood all over the wall.
Okay. In that case,
melee's more personal, but you know.
Yeah, that is true. I don't think she can actually. She can't get to this one in melee because the other three are surrounding it. Right?
No.
Let's go ahead and just shoot blue. There, this blue.
Okay.
Feeling blue, die.
Does she move out of the airlock so that it can cycle and bring more people in?
I was going to do that after she shot.
That's fine.
Let's go ahead and make the shot.
It takes me to get too used to that. You can't do both. Or you can't move, shoot, move.
Yeah.
So used to that from 5e.
Honestly, I really like that part of 5e. That is like one of the upgrades that I think was really key. Because I remember playing 3.5 and like it was one of the reasons that melee characters were just garbage in it.
Yeah.
I
Because
kind of
basically, anytime you're going to melee, you have to leave yourself in a bad position.
Right.
I kind
Even
of
if you
agree
get
with that,
fully
but I
empty.
think that by the design of melee in stars, I feel like it works better. And I've never
No, like it's not so much a problem in stars because it's balanced around that, but
Right.
3.5
Yeah.
wasn't.
right.
Well, particularly
all.
when you have, yeah.
Well, I've never really liked spring attack, except if that was like your whole stick. That's why spring attack focus or feat was so powerful if you could build into it, because you can bound in and get yourself out of threat. And I actually never really liked it. It felt too powerful to me.
I disagree. I think spring attack was way too much. Spring attack had like a massive feat tax around it.
Oh, it did. It
And-
absolutely did.
And I think, like, with the feat tax in mind, it was probably a little underpowered for what it did. I mean,
That's
like,
fair.
I think, it was a thing that
Anyways.
probably should have been given to everyone from the get-go anyway, but which 5e did, but
Well, then,
whatever.
from a different angle, monsters with spring attack were incredibly frustrating and powerful with
Oh,
that
yeah.
ability.
Right.
And that's the
Now-
part that I don't really agree should have been part of every combatant.
And now it's flyby.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
What was easier to get was pounce, which is technically not spring attack, but whenever you charged, you can full attack.
Yeah. I do miss charge in stars. And
Yeah.
I probably would allow, if we had a melee character, someone to just charge, because I mean,
you could always make like a charge foci.
it doesn't feel worth a focus.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, it'd have to have something more to it, but I
In
could
any
see like
case.
a character oriented about basically the like melee alpha strike.
Yeah, maybe like a massive increase in shock or something.
Let's...
There's already shock focuses there.
Yeah, that's true.
Blue goes down, and then Jolts appears that he is one of the Tsunami crew.
I'm actually a little curious about how this works. What are you actually rolling for?
I've just
Probably what they're equipped with.
Yeah.
Which drug?
that's
Okay.
it.
But they have the same trigger.
They do, and they don't individually know what they're equipped with.
Dude, that would
Or actually,
suck.
she'll go ahead and move up here.
Okay.
I'm sure some algorithms decided which person's best suited to which drug.
I mean, if you do it like that, then you run into selective bias in your experiment. Selection
No,
bias.
I mean, I guess this is the question. Are they using experimental drugs, or they're just, I feel
um,
like you save the experimental stuff for like your special force team.
it's Omiko's turn. I'm not answering that.
Do you want to take over Amikla, Charlie, or do you want me to do that too?
I don't think there's anything that Amigo can really do besides get in a position. Anyways,
Well, I'm pretty sure Amikla can get a shot against this guy. Just basically take up position right over Valerian's shoulder. Just particularly seeing as they've got the three-dimensional element of flight.
oh, then sure, just have him do that. Like, I can't move anything by myself because phone.
Yeah.
I'm running phone 20, which is significantly worse than roll
Yeah.
20.
Yeah, no, I gotcha. Okay, so yeah, we'll just basically do the same thing as Valerian.
Okay.
Take position and shoot. Yeah,
And,
presumably cover.
Nox, do you want to try and juggle a second character sheet? Okay,
Ooh.
good. Yeah, Meowkin's doing it.
Yeah. I think the answer was no on that.
That's gonna be a firm negatory. I can't even juggle one character sheet.
I know. I felt it was fair to ask, however. That does damage to him.
Yeah, does damage, but it's not enough to bring him down.
Yeah, some of those
At least 10
carbine bullets actually grazed through his shoulders and through one shoulder, and he's bleeding.
It's something.
Huh. When I did Green's turn before, I only used attacked with one of them.
Oh, you're right, you did.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that turn because it was because I'm the GM and I'm allowed to do that.
Yeah, no, I do that all the time.
I have to remember what a clubbed up weapon does. I think it's a primitive weapon of that size, so this would be a medium primitive weapon.
Right, that sounds right.
Yeah, I think so.
I know that there's one extra little thing that happens with it though.
Club up weapon. Yeah,
No shock
rifle size
score.
guns use this way count as medium. Yeah, medium primitive weapon with no shock score.
And it's a move action to both club and unclub, I believe.
And maximum damage on a hit will break the weapon.
Not too worried about that. Void Carbine is oh right, not Void Carbine.
Yeah.
Well, actually, that is bigger
Yeah.
threat.
They probably do have void carbines, right?
Yeah, they do. Primitive. Yeah. Well. Let's see how this goes. I'm not sure Roll20 will roll that. Because for damage, it simply says weapon.
Yeah, I might be a good idea to just roll normal. Oh, there it goes.
13 is probably going to hit Elrada. You guys were all wearing vac suits,
It's
weren't you?
Yeah.
You guys
Yeah.
had changed
think
into your vac
so.
suits, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
we weren't brave enough to go without vac suits.
Well, you came over without vac suits, but then you changed into them just in case.
oh, wait,
yeah.
you really? All
I don't
right.
remember. I don't remember exactly. That's fine.
I remember
Either way.
there being discussion about, oh, we could just roll up the vac suits and put them in our backpacks.
Yeah. It's fine.
All
It doesn't make too big a deal.
Either way, it's only 2 damage against his temporary hit points.
Yeah.
Which
I was just doing that under the red. I rolled them together because 9 of them. Guess if we're going through those first, it'll be
Oh yeah, I would actually
I
prefer
don't
that it
I
just
don't
be
think it.
listed like this.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm tracking. Yeah. Either way, I'm tracking all the temporary or temporary / fake hit points.
Yeah.
Those is one pool, and then his regular hit points is a separate pool. And since you don't use the red spot on there. Oh, I see what you're doing.
Yeah, I went down and just made his current hit points 10 higher. All right.
Oh, I see.
And blue. So Nova has actually engaged blue in melee combat, or
Yeah.
hmm.
She moved up to prevent him from firing back.
Okay, and she does have a melee weapon always ready in her fist, so she does count as threatening him, which she quickly discovers when he makes motions to test that and learns that yes, she will attack him if he moves. I don't think he's taken her seriously as a threat, so he is going to take that action. He's going to take a step back, get himself out of melee range. Go ahead and make her attack with her.
All right, melee attack.
Yeah, with her fist. I think I
Okay.
labeled it aloe fist.
You labeled it right hook. It looks like.
Oh.
A little more flavorful.
Okay. And she's... Yeah. That's right, I did include the damage bonus in that. And holy crap, Nova. It's
Got a mean right hook.
it's not enough to take him down. But
Tsunami gives a lot of hit points.
yes, it does. It sends him sprawling against the wall, and without even trying to get up, he's splayed back. He raises his rifle and fires at her.
Clarify, everyone. Well, I have no fucking clue what Nova decided to wear here, but I think everyone else is probably in CFUs.
Oh, you wouldn't have them all in vac suits? Just in case the ship does get vented?
I would have taken Scotty's advice on this one, since he's my my only one here who has some level of background in this. Well, everyone else in the group has some level of background. I don't.
Yeah, he recommends the vac suits. You've got armored vac suits, so they're harder to tear. That doesn't improve their AC. But
that always throws me off. I mean, it makes sense, but
yeah,
like on the armored vac suit, I expect the armor class to be higher.
That, however, does mean that she's hit. Or 3 damage.
Okay.
I mean, I think, with Jai nearby, I think someone's pretty unlikely to actually die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's one of the worst people for them to try and focus fire. Anyways, not forgetting the rest of these.
I never had that much health.
Yeah.
I hadn't looked. Damn.
Not forgetting the other blue guys this time. This one can't back up, so he tries clubbing at one of his security bots.
We're going clubbing, guys.
Yeah. Very good. And he has Tsunami. Almost broke it. I think he broke the machine instead. Yep. 5 damage to him.
Okay.
Oh no.
It's down.
Security bot. No.
I don't know where its health is. Oh wait, it's everything's just overlapping. There we go.
I know. Zooming in helps with that a little bit.
Yeah.
And then messes up other things. Yay, roll 20. So yeah, this guy up in front takes his carbine, 2 hands, and just smashes it into the kind of the chest-like chassis of your bot, trashing a central component that makes the bot essentially unrepairable.
Look, it's a small price to pay for 275,000 credits.
Gonna X him out. The other one does not have a good clear shot at either of the melee folks, although they technically should be overlapping a bit more for being in melee. Remember, the presence of a grid does not mean you need to stay within those squares.
Yeah.
It's a gridless grid.
It's a gridless grid. Grid is only for the actual grid is only for a quick and easy measurement of distance on a visual level. So I think he is going to fire at this one over here with cover. And he does not have any drug aid.
Yeah.
So he's going to miss entirely. That brings us to Volt and the end of the first combat round.
Hooray.
Alright, Volt is going to go ahead and shoot at, I guess, at, this one.
Okay.
Wait, unless, did Volt have a melee weapon equipped?
Volt are your androids, so you can decide that.
Maybe knives. Probably at most. But that's fine. You know what, if they have knives equipped, I can just have it run up to here and stab Blue with a knife.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. What is unsheathing a weapon?
If it's stowed, it is actually a main action.
Nah, probably readied, because there's no reason not to have both the firearm and the knife readied.
Right. If it's a readied weapon, then there's no.
Okay.
In
that case, yeah, just
an action.
Yeah.
It's just going to stab Blue with a monoblade.
Okay.
Which I think would immediately kill it if it was running on.
Yes. You don't even need to roll. It has 1 hit point. Nova screams at Volt.
Oh no.
It's fine. There's a bunch more.
And with that first round of combat finished, and you guys seeing what you're facing up against, do you want to take our 15-minute break now?
Probably
Yeah,
a good
it's
time.
3:20. Yeah.
Okay. The rest of this combat should go quicker. And we'll finish that when we come back in 15 minutes. Drop back into frame.
Let me go ahead and get back onto Roll20
Alright.
and load up my character sheet, because I'm eventually going to have to make a skill check. But I'm also on the road.
We can do those things for you. I would prefer you not drive unsafely.
I'm in a parking lot. I'm only just now actually getting on the road.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright,
If I was on the highway, I wouldn't consider it, but fucking.
we return with Nemesis. It's the top of the turn order.
Oh yeah.
By now, the things that everyone has seen have been well communicated through through your comms, so you know that the assault team up front, while they're still, the others, the Mercure guards, are still there. Your assault team kind of has that point under control. And you're aware of what's going on with the injectors and that one particular weird convulsing injector. You actually saw that one shoot your drone with some very lightning accuracy.
So what drug do they have injected then?
It's no, the visible effects do not allow it to be identified.
Okay.
All right. Anyways, I'm gonna shoot the razor. Is this threatening the drone here? I guess.
No, that's the other combat.
Okay. I thought that was the case, but I wasn't sure. All right. Then I'm just gonna do shoot top and then bottom from their respective drones.
Okay.
I guess it'll be burst. Yeah, may as well. No modifier. Yes, burst. No modifier. It's really hard for me to miss.
It is really hard for me to miss.
I need to double check my calculations on that, but I do remember it was being pretty high. I haven't used them in a while.
The drone, you're using the laser rifle, and
yep, my attack bonus I guess is a 3 now. I use my programming skill and my intelligence.
You depressurize the ship.
Scorching into the ground surrounding this guy over here. The drone cuts off a leg, and he goes down. He is
God.
dead. He's dying.
It's just like a video game. Just like a video game.
Is that what Nemesis is telling herself?
I'm just thinking about it in my head. It's like...
and as she's telling herself, just like a video game, this guy dodges to the side and manages to dodge those lasers.
What? Okay, that's dangerous.
Oh, so he actually dodged it. He didn't get damaged by it, but he actually dodged, and not the story dodge. Where,
this isn't abstracted. That no damage is done to him.
So over 19 AC, effectively. Yes. That's wild. Why do I get the feeling that drug side effect involves death? Boy, howdy. They got some dangerous stuff
now,
here, y'all.
To be clear, he didn't see the laser coming at him and move out of the way. That's unreasonable. He did, however, see the drone aiming at him, and with an impossible burst of speed, he was at the other side of the hallway and weaving around the drone, trying to correct for the movement. It's almost like he teleported, but not really. It was just really fast. Speed. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to feed you, cat. I got distracted. Anyways, okay. Wow, that's impressive.
How is Nemesis reporting this, or is she?
I'm gonna say, holy shit, that guy is really, really fast.
Okay, Jai.
Fast, you say?
We are in the. All right, this blue's dead, right?
Yes, that blue's dead. You are. Oh, I guess I can skip you for this turn because the cycling. I will bring Jai in next turn. Jai and the rest of his crew.
All right, so we're still in the airlock then.
Yeah.
For now.
And I'll at the top of the order next round, remind me, and I'll have you roll initiative.
All right, so we get in that round 3.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. The red guys go. And they're going to be a little more gutsy this time So this guy's over here, and this guy's crowding behind him. I do wish I had taken the time to put them on proper Mercure pogs, so that they were circular tokens, but I failed. And they're both going to try and take down the civilian security bots. They're focusing fire on the lower one down there.
Okay.
So I'm just going to roll 2 attacks in succession.
That hits and probably destroys it.
I think, yep, that one had 5 hit points.
Yeah.
So another security bot down. These two are shouting in Parisian and trying to focus fire down on Nova in the same manner. Neither of which hit.
I will say, with Aridessa. Oh wait, Aridessa's on the other side of the airlock.
She can be in the team that's going in right now.
No, she.
Oh, she's big.
No, she's not. I don't think she's that big. I'd probably have her with Jai. Is Jai in there?
Yeah, he is. I thought.
Oh, okay.
I thought the Electo was like 6 encumbrance, maybe 4 encumbrance.
Is it? Oh, maybe it was 4 tops. I forgot that. Yeah, maybe they are that big.
Rounds.
So yeah, peppering of bullets streak past Nova, and she turns her yelling from Volt to them, and that puts a little fright.
You're right there for encumbrance.
Yeah, I remember them being very heavy. So I would say that Aridessa would need to take the place of a person if you want her in that group.
Yeah, screw it. She can take Elizabeth's place. Elizabeth and Macy can go in last.
Okay. Okay. Charlie.
I just figure I can offer translations via Aridessa.
Can I get control of Aridessa for a second?
I'll move her.
Here, I got it. Oh, there you go. You beat me to
Too
it.
late.
This is a dumb question that
I'm a
only
video
affects what button I press over here. But I would like to make an attack against this guy over here. I'm gonna move to be in range, of course. But I'd like to make a ranged attack. But I'd like with telekinetic armory. But I guess I'd like it to be a melee weapon kind of look. Is that still a ranged thing, or is it or is it a melee roll?
Yeah, I don't really care how it looks. The mechanics are what are important.
Okay. Then
The visual can be some kind of melee weapon.
Literal range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could technically have it be like a magic wand. Really.
So
Just gonna Eldritch Blast at him.
where did you want to move, Charlie? Somewhere into the hallway?
Yeah. So as long as I'm in range of the guy there.
Okay. You could also do that from the doorway here if you want. It's getting a little bit crowded, but you could.
Then I guess I'm part of the doorway now.
All right. Charlie melds into the doorway.
My new character,
And
Dorley.
So what does this attack look like?
I guess it was going to be something like a sap or a baseball bat, just fucking materializing and swinging down.
Okay.
Kinetic armory, no modifier. I can't see the roll.
22.
That does hit him.
Okay,
Oh, thank God.
awesome. More than 19, less than 22. We're narrowing it down.
I don't particularly care if you guys know the mechanics. His armor class is 20.
Okay.
That's pretty
Okay.
impressive.
But,
Okay.
that's all I can really do with my turn.
So, as this baseball bat is swinging around and trying to crack him on his vac suit helmeted skull, he is displaying this same uncanny agility, in very quick, short burst lateral movements. S1 is down, I believe. You've only got S3 up left, right? Yeah. Let me remove those two from the quick turn order. So, El Rada.
Yeah, suppose we'll have to get in there and risk meleeing this guy, I suppose. Actually, no, I guess it makes more sense for Elrod to just use his Void Carbine. I just step back, clear the lane, and shoot him with the Void Carbine.
Okay.
That actually makes more sense. He's reckless. He's not stupid.
Yes.
He's not gonna retreat.
He has survived many, many years, over 40 years, I believe, of guerrilla warfare.
Crazy bastard. Anyways,
assuming he wasn't a child soldier, would that make him like 60?
He is like 60. Well, not quite. He is also from Kanagiris, so he was probably a soldier at like 12.
Yeah,
Okay.
He did start off as a child soldier.
Yeah. But he's also old. He's very old.
Or mercenary. But, medical science has come so far.
And drugs. Yakovich.
And drugs. And drugs have come so far as well.
Once again, this thing in front of you, no longer fully human, is just split second dodging, and this time he careens into the wall and leaves a little bit of an impression. Not quite a dent, just an impression. Yeah,
and that's basically what a dent is.
Just you.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
I'm sorry, where did Ephraim go? He's just under the military soldier.
Yeah, I can move those from the field if you like.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah,
honestly.
I can't move my foot and place anything over him. Yeah, I guess same thing. Take a shot. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Guys over here for you.
No bonus though, so he's not likely to hit. Nope. Wouldn't have mattered.
S3.
Gonna prod this one.
I think that takes him down. Oh, nope, he's got more hit points than that. Okay. Roll it.
3. Lame.
Nope.
No, it takes 1 damage anyway.
Okay.
Oh yeah, maybe. Oh wait, no. Shock damage is mostly not going to be effective against him either, is it?
Nope.
Shit. Dang it! I was like, oh wait, that's what we could do. We shock damage him down. No, you need feats for that. Actually, even the feats might not work.
So he is the only one left from green, and he is going to try and put a void lead down hall at
Wood carbine.
Want to shoot the drones or El Rada? He is he's trying to move back into a position of cover, but he's not going to have cover from both El Rada and the drones. So, with what looks like a resignation to death, he starts moving towards El Rada and the room in which your guys are all in, firing his Void Carbine. If he could fire a Void Carbine wildly, he would be firing it wildly. But they're just not made like that.
Yeah. But he's firing very accurately, I assume.
He is. Accurately wild. Oh, 12 damage to Rada.
Oh, that's actually getting through his temporary HPs.
Yes, it is.
That's through his...
That's 5 off the tsunami at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, bullet after bullet is just peppering everything that El Rada is trying to take cover from. You know, there's a beam over there that he's trying to come up behind, and bullets are sweeping across that. Nova. What is Nova's priority here? She's mad at these guys, but she knows it's more tactically beneficial to kill these guys.
Let's see. What would Nova do?
I would assume go for the people that are mad.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree.
Okay.
Uh,
They do have
she'll
cover.
go ahead. Wait. All right. I'm sorry. I couldn't see the fucking wall there behind their names.
I know. It's okay.
That's fine. Where, like, is there a door over there? I can't tell.
There is. It's right here.
Okay.
It's another one of those open passages. I'll move them up just a little bit.
My open passage.
Okay. In that case, yeah, you know what? I think I agree. She's going to go ahead and move over here. Well, no, she mostly just wants to kill right now, doesn't she?
Mm-hmm.
All right, she'll kill. She will kill.
It will kill.
She will kill. She'll take a shot at Well, no, she'll just run over here and just break this dude.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think you even need to roll because her damage goes to shock too.
Yep.
But, you know, just for the fun of it, because it's Nova, go ahead and give it a roll.
Okay. Nova.
My brother's dog is named Nova.
Oh yeah, I actually included it as 4 shock damage. Yep. So, what happens with that? Do you want to narrate how she makes this assault?
Yeah, I think she's essentially just running over there, picking up the guy by his chest, throwing him basically shoving him against the wall, and then basically just brutally beating the guy to death, like slamming her her. Did she have a cybernetic arm? I can't remember.
Yes, she does. She's
yeah,
got...
basically just slamming her cybernetic fist into the guy's face repeatedly until the visor cracks and there's not much left underneath.
Okay.
Sounds
All right.
like a plan.
Fortunately, the only people that can see that are the soldiers over here and your various bots and androids.
None of them whom care.
Well, the soldiers might. Let's take a look. Oh,
They're fine.
they're fine.
Yes, I
They've
got
seen
tsunami, they don't care at
brutality
all.
before, and they still have numbers.
Now here's the question: if their morale breaks, does the tsunami kick in? Can you imagine? It's like, oh god, I ain't dealing with that. And you just hear, then their suit just goes hiss. It's like, ah, fuck. Fight.
That would be cruel and unusual. Mercure wouldn't do
Yeah.
that.
I just gave Dex ideas.
It is Omiko's turn.
All right. Well, I'm pretty much the same thing, I guess. Just try to get a shot off this guy.
Okay.
Let's see. Where is Miklo's sheet?
I did narrate that he's moving up, so he's no longer
yeah.
got cover from anybody inside.
Yeah. So, pretty much a good angle there.
Mhm.
Well, that's a natural one. That's
The-
not gonna hit.
Yeah, his resolution, his resolute march toward Rada is very unnerving.
Yeah, I would imagine. I mean, particularly I imagine the way this guy's moving is not natural.
Nope, nope. It's like resolute march, step forward, and then all of a sudden he's on the other side of the hall.
Yeah.
Blue. I've got one blue left, and I think it's perfectly reasonable to roll morale for him. I don't think it should be morale for every single one of them.
You're doing pretty well for morale.
They are doing very well for morale. Yeah. Okay. He is trying to back away from Nova while firing at her. Mm-mm. She uses the other guy's body as a shield.
Yeah, just picks him right back up, puts him in front of her. Blam, blam, blam.
Volt.
Volt's going to take a shot at the military soldier.
Red or blue?
Blue.
Okay.
Sorry.
No problem.
He fires at blue soldier.
All right. That is going to hit. And let's roll his hit points now. It's unlikely that he'll survive that.
He might. How did this man survive anything?
He didn't. He's apparently a rookie, and he goes down. He does not get back up.
He was a brave rookie, at least.
Oops. That hallway is cleared. And as I said, these rounds will go faster.
Zip, zip, zoom.
As the airlock, the inner airlock opens up to admit the next set of crew, next set of threats. Oh my goodness! Let's see. Let me make sure I did that right. Plus minus 2.
Minus 2 mod.
Oh no, it should have been a +2.
So that would make it 10, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think so. 10.
Right, so they do break. Okay. So, this group of soldiers over here, who is in front? Is Ohm in front as this order suggests?
I think, given the initiative order, I think Jai might actually be in front,
Okay.
stepping in with the fucking suit.
With what looks like fucking power armor, which actually is fucking
It is power armor.
yeah. As red power armored Jai steps in, these guys over here look at each other, and one of them shakes his head, just real briefly, and starts lowering his weapon. The other one looks over at Jai, to see if that's to see what Jai's response is. What does he see?
He probably he sees Jai like jerk his hand and the voice over the radio basically go, "I'd really advise you to do the same."
He starts lowering his weapon. Nova shouts, "No!"
Jesus.
You've had your fun, Nova.
One's not enough.
she lets the limp body sag from her grasp. The vac suit helmet is cracked, and there's bits of face falling out of it.
Do we need to make a maybe I need to program a VR stress release program for Nova.
All right, so I'm not gonna have all of these initiatives over here rolled. I'm gonna put everyone on this final team on Jai's initiative. Oh, I skipped Nemesis, didn't I? Nemesis, it is your turn. You
I
hear
assume
over
this
the radio.
guy's not breaking.
No, he's not.
Okay, yeah.
You hear over the radio, however, that whatever Jai reports.
All right. Airlock secured. Why don't you clean up over there and we'll meet up again?
We'll see.
Oh! All right. Those are both sufficient to catch this dodgy motherfucker in a crossfire of
Laser beams.
there's steam hissing up from the floor panels, and
I guess burst implies some of the shots may go wide, huh?
oh yeah, and his movements made some of those shots miss. There's you have
This
done
always-
collateral damage to the ship.
Ah, well, that's fine.
Congratulations, you turned the guy into color drain.
The lights in this hallway are flickering, and there's an electrical fire that looks like it's trying to spark up right next to him on the wall.
That's probably fine. Okay, I was like, okay, hold on, I just need a minute to calm down. That was wild. You're gonna love that footage, though. I bet. I'm not sure Elrada would want to test that one, though. I look at Elrada. Thoughts, Elrada?
All right, I've got one more thing to do over here. Actually, I shouldn't have moved him. Sorry. I've got one more thing to do.
All right.
And
as a
damn.
alien crawls out of the
Wait. Dex has discussed this with me before. He bursts into fucking tentacles like some sort of Resident Evil monster. That's how this goes.
What? Resident Evil as an inspiration?
For Mercury Core? Never.
How did you like my campaign prep?
Yeah.
I was close enough with the alien there. But yeah, Resident Evil makes more sense.
So, this, in addition to this guy rolling a 1, this save had a -4 penalty on it. Your drones are capturing. There's still something going on underneath that suit. You can see it smoking and smoldering, and tentacles do surge out of the suit, and it starts.
Oh god.
It starts getting up again, but not getting up. It's like the tentacles are turning into legs, and it's
Attempting to move the body.
It's laying on its back, and now its head is twisting around and looking up at you in a grotesque crab walk on 2 legs, a tentacle that has erupted from its side, and twisted arms. One of its arms is burnt completely off, seared by the laser. And that tentacle that came out, I assume that people keep firing on this thing. Or do you?
Yeah, no, most likely. You could just hear. You probably just hear. It was just say, "Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god." Make it stop.
And it's the tentacle, the fleshy parts that you can see through the suit and that have burst from the suit are regenerating faster than your bullets and lasers can actually sear and destroy it.
After not gonna look good with all these lasers.
After a few seconds,
But I'm not worried about that at this time.
after a few seconds of rapid fire lasers trashing this floor, and Yeah, I mean, you're not really missing much here. There's not much way to miss. It's not moving. Um, it finally almost grows outside of itself, like the flesh that is growing on that tentacle and in the body parts that you can see. They split open and it kind of destroys itself. Goes limp.
So how many more rounds of that? You think that was another 2 rounds, right?
Yeah, let's go with
Probably.
another 2 rounds on that.
Okay, just tracking my ammo, which is 3 shots per burst, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm below half ammo now on my drones. Well worth it.
And the parts of the flesh that have hit the floor are bubbling. Parts of the flesh that are still attached are bubbling. Not sure if that's just because of the heat from the lasers, though.
Jai's probably gonna be angry that my first thought's not to collect a sample, but he can get back here. I'm not collecting a sample.
You guys can talk freely, or address these soldiers freely, whichever. Jaya over there at the airlock, as he's entered the airlock, has gotten them to surrender. And then here's all of that mess from Nemesis' side of the ship. There's also an unusual utterance from Omikawa, something in her native language, their native language. But it sounds kind of like, some kind of prayer. And Elrada, what the fuck is that? Still with us, Lulu?
Nemesis. Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on.
I'll just pipe over the recording of it to you.
What the? What in hell is going on over there?
That whatever this guy was injected with is I don't know, maybe some of that nasty shit Mercure's into.
I see.
Well, that's good propaganda material.
Yeah, is it like? Hold on. Sorry, could you repeat for me, Dex? Is this guy still alive, or is this?
I think he finally stopped.
Yeah.
Stopped moving eventually.
He did stop.
He appears to be dead.
Okay, great.
But even after we supposedly had killed it and the tentacles burst out, it was still basically at least wiggling around for 2 rounds of fire. So mechanically, I don't know if that necessarily translated much. I'm assuming that's what the save was for it to actually be a threat.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Shoot it a few more times and then get it into containment. I want samples. If he was still alive, I was going to tell them to just say fuck it and have Charlie vent the ship, but...
Yeah. How are you, Ephraim?
I don't know how to...
If it's dead, we can just pick it up with telekinesis, so...
Don't we have a science team for this?
Well, we're not on this ship. At least not yet.
Get it... Yeah. I mean, if I've got the word, I can tell them to get it secured, and then I'll have the science team sent over.
Yeah, once we've officially secured the ship, I suppose we should have them contact the captain and make this a surrender official, if they're so obliging. Right? Was it Carissa? Something like that? Oh, did I get it right? Nice.
You did.
Impressive.
The thing with telekinesis.
You broke up just a little bit there, Charlie. Can you repeat that?
Yep. Can we pick up the thing with telekinesis?
Yes, you can. There's
Charlie's going to do
no
that.
mental resistance, so Charlie...
Make it into a creepy meat cube. Oh, I don't like that. But, however you telekinesis it, I don't want to get close to it.
Well, he would just be picking it up, and there's like a tentacle and some arms dragging along limply.
Yeah, just gonna let it dangle about.
Gosh.
When he brings it over to Jai, he's gonna say, "Have a present for you," and just drop it over there.
Yeah, Jai can collect the sample himself.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Not what I would call it.
And we'll say that Scotty has corralled these guys and gotten them all tied up.
Right.
Scotty seems like the responsible one that would take care of that.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, my new friends from Mercure Corps. Do you have any other security on board the ship?
They actually seem unsettled by that. You don't even need a notice wisdom roll to insight that that's not something that they necessarily expect to
They didn't sign
see.
up for the tentacle. The tentacle editions.
Nope.
Wow.
Nope. They
You lot
didn't.
really did. You lot really did join the wrong company, didn't you? This is Mercure Corps, my friends. Doing some experimental work, it looks like.
A sharp, kind of shrill voice that you recognize of Carissa cuts around the wall. Must have been something in the water. What do you want now?
Same that we wanted in the
Carissa.
first place.
Why don't you open up the door to the bridge and we'll talk about it in person.
Can't remember if I actually made a token for her. Oh yeah, I did. Okay. I just didn't attach it to a character sheet, but that's fine. For visual reference, placement reference. Oh, she comes around and leans on this wall over here. Looks at the I'm gonna put Mr. Green over here. Looks at the thing and ugh.
Yeah, something in the water. I guess I'll probably hold down. I'll just stay. I'll stick in the engine, by the way, with Mikola and Valerian.
Okay. She
I'll
looks
get-
looks over at the guards that have surrendered, shakes her head, and then looks over at Jai. Well, what are you gonna do now? What's your move?
Oh, so first things first, I was thinking about taking you back to the ship and possibly injecting you with multiple doses of squeal, so we could get this out of the way without me having to persuade you to actually talk. That seems a lot more expedient. Though if you want to avoid that, personally, I'd be happy to not have to make it myself. It's tedious.
Whatever, I don't care. What do you want?
Okay. All right. Well, I want you to tell me everything. Everything you know about Starbase. Everything you know about what exactly you wanted with us, and what you met with Starbase for. Oh, I'd definitely
We know-
like to know what the hell that is.
It was in regards to their meeting. We know it was most likely in relation to the infradrive, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, and definitely the infradrive.
So and like the base on what's its name? AH something.
Oh,
Trying to find the link to the sectors of that number. Always just get to that link. Not
yeah, I've suddenly forgotten his name too.
Ibalasta Urt
Yes.
at Menace.
I guess it's too late to negotiate. 100,000?
Are you offering us 100,000?
No. Look, I've already spent 250,000. That's all I wanted. I just want my money back.
You know what? I am an extremely generous person. Extremely generous. So after we've finished reconfiguring your black box for the ship and taken possession of it, I'm sure we can drop you off with a small sum somewhere.
How about I tell you everything I know, and then you go and do whatever you want to do with it, and leave me alone. And this ship.
Okay. Yeah, why don't you start talking?
She looks over at the security. Her eyes, well, her eyes catch on Nova, and you can see that she makes note of that. And then she looks over at the security. Would you finish the job, please? She looks at Jai.
Oh, kill the witnesses, I assume is what she means. real pleasant person.
Okay, here's
Nova
what
raises her rifle, ready to fire.
Nova? Nova, I want to make this very clear. You don't obey you don't obey orders from the ship captain or the captain of ships belonging to organizations that we are broadly speaking planning to kill later.
I'm not an idiot, I know. But you're still gonna say yes, right?
Here's what I'm going to say, gentlemen. I can't actually see. I can't actually see you under the vac suit, so I'm not actually sure how to address you. But just assume I'm doing an elaborate thing. An elaborate thing, acknowledging all your genders.
Gentle folks.
Gentle folks. That works a lot better, but it also makes me sound like a weird southerner.
Is this all Jai saying?
Yes.
There are some glances exchanged between them. Some of those glances are because, oh shit, we're about to die, and some of those glances are, what the fuck?
No, stop that. Listen, you've heard your employer's request. How do you feel about that?
I don't want to die.
Hey, but how do you feel?
What?
How do you feel about Mercure Corps casually ordering your deaths like this?
There's a silence as they think, and one of them looks over at Carissa, and she just has this kind of whatever look, and she shrugs. I'm not paid enough here.
Oh, you mean Carissa shrugs?
Yeah, Carissa shrugs.
Oh, okay.
So here's what I'm going to do. Elizabeth, Macy, would you be so kind as to ensure that these folk are no longer equipped with anything and ideally remove their auto injectors?
They start disarming and stripping the vac suits off of the 4 security guards there. There's no resistance from the guards.
Right. Once you're done with that, take them back to the brig for processing, and we'll call it debriefing. I'm sure we can find some use for them.
I'd like to think some of them are glad to get rid of the auto injectors right about now.
Yeah.
Carissa watches this with a bemused expression.
Just think, that could have been you guys if you had put on the vac suits that they provide.
Wait, what?
It's the vac suits. If the auto injectors are on the vac suits, then
Oh,
fucking
if your team over there had put on the vac suits that they were readily spread throughout the ship. Yeah. Carissa looks back up at Jai. Portia Lynn would have killed them.
Yes, well, Porcelain is,
Oh, bitch.
yeah, what Nemesis just said.
Yeah, so
Which
how...
I suppose my voice is actually coming from from Aradessa.
Yeah, so how did you end up with the Raza then? No way, softy like you took it from her.
I was hoping you could tell me that, actually.
You're supposed to be dead.
Well, clearly I'm not.
So what's next? You striking out for Union? Wait,
Later.
you don't know, do you? This
Why
is
don't
rich.
you tell me? Miss,
Saint
Clarissa?
Pierre.
We've already got a Pierre. I'm just going to call you Sans.
What? It's not my name.
Son Pierre. So, Sans.
Look, whatever. Starbase was hired by Union. Well, not hired, I guess. It was a Union operation.
And that's why Mercury
Okay.
Core has the
You know,
drive.
and I don't think any of the rest of us cared. Well, okay, no, that's not true. We cared. We're happy. And I stood to make a lot of money off that. Huge promotion. And then Pascal Claire fucked me over. You probably want to hear all this from the beginning, don't you?
Yes, actually.
Look, come on, sit down. We have time now that there's no security. I assume all the other security are dead.
You can assume what you like, but probably
Oh
yes.
my god, can you guys not just kill people?
Are you asking me to shoot you in the leg or something?
No. No.
Oh, she's asking you to shoot you in the head.
Right. You know what? I'm just going to
shoot her in the head.
fire my void carbine just at the ground near her feet because I'm pretty sure it doesn't like actually damage the ship or do
Yeah.
anything that could.
I'll put a dent in it at least.
It,
Surely.
it basically plonks against the floor plating and leaves a little
Plonk.
dent there.
I'd really rather you stick to the topic on hand. You're not exactly in a position to criticize.
Oh, that's where you're wrong. And she starts walking towards the galley. I know all the information that you apparently don't. I have all the leverage. Shoot me, and you get nothing.
Here's what I'm going to ask, Dex. Is it plausible with Jai's medical knowledge that he could pick a place to shoot her without it actually significantly impairing her?
It's plausible with his medical knowledge, yes, but his shoot skill may not.
So here's the thing, Dex. You can, if you're preparing a shot, you can roll with the skill check if it's like an execution attack or something.
Uh-huh.
And I can use no for skill checks once per session.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do that?
Yes, you could.
All right.
I mean, you could
Alright.
also just do some old-fashioned torture at this point.
Yeah, I could.
I mean,
and
not that
like,
I really agree with that, but
yeah, I feel like at this point it's important to make a point that we are good people, but we're not good people.
Well, Jai will have to move to catch up with her. She has walked around the side of the wall.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, you know what? If I can't make the point immediately, I think it loses something. So
yeah. Sorry, I would let you, but I kind of already said that she's moving away.
all right, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and just keep following then.
And let me. I'll throw a little bit more justification into that. I think that the comments from her that precipitated that reaction that Jai wanted to do were made as she was already walking away. It wasn't like she was standing there and saying that, giving him, you know, if she had just stood there and said that while wearing a shit-eating grin, then I absolutely would let him take that shot.
Okay.
If all else fails, we always have the option of strapping her up and taking the memories away.
Yes, you do.
It's not that long.
not a lifetime at least.
It's about 6 months.
Yep. So she has moved through the hallways, and even after Jai moves out around this hallway to catch up, she's out of sight, but her voice is still carrying. You can easily follow.
Mm-hmm.
Got an annoying tendency to travel far.
Yes. And she's sat herself down. She's not wearing a vac suit here.
Well, that's when the secret operative on a ship below the seal, or what do you want to call it? The tube.
And she looks up as Jai enters. Okay. What do you want to know?
Begin at the beginning.
Oh. And she does. She starts telling you that that she had heard of the Union operation through Mercury's own spy networks, her own personal contacts within Mercury's spy networks, to trick the Raza through a job that Union hired them for, delivering weapons to a distant mining colony. And that the hang on one second. First off, I'm going to change the music because this is no longer appropriate music.
Yeah.
And give me 2 minutes here to make sure that I'm getting details straight.
Yes, particularly the details that she knows.
Yes.
Despite the fact she claims she knows everything, she probably does not know everything.
Oh, of course. I mean, no, everything here is honest.
Oh yeah, there's also that. What was she? What lies will she tell? Yeah, you got to make sure you keep those straight.
Let's see.
suppose at this point we don't really have much of a time crunch, since I assume the message just got out from their ship.
No.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah, the range of any local communications is not long enough for distances in space.
Yep.
And taking out their comms ensured that they were isolated
on
in
their
the
end.
water. Yep.
Glad that part worked.
While I'm doing this, why don't you guys, I guess Jai is already kind of engaged in conversation. Nemesis and Jai and Charlie can have a quick conversation as he's following Carissa.
Yeah, I suppose we'll leave a few crew on board, but I can go return back to the Raza.
Yeah.
I guess we have to sweep the ship for if there's any stragglers on the ship, but that may be something security can do.
Yeah, security
our guards can do.
does report that there's actually quite a lot of crew and looks like science staff that have just taken station in quarters. Not station as in like defending it.
Yeah, but bunkered down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, so long as all that's under control, and yeah, I guess I can return to the Raza.
While we have a spare minute, Charlie's gonna check on the unconscious people, make sure they're not like fucking too fucked up from the flashbangs.
No, the people that got taken out by the flashbangs are actually perfectly fine.
Okay.
Except for the one that turned into a monster.
Yes, except for
Yeah.
that one.
And I guess after that, Charlie's gonna bring in the remains of the tentacle, whatever, to.
I guess take it to
Do
the
we
lab.
have a specimen lab? Yeah.
Yeah, we have a laboratory. I assume it would go there.
Yeah, definitely.
I didn't know if it would be there or med. So.
That's true. Or I mean, I would assume it goes to the lab more than the med.
This one goes to the lab.
All right. Yeah. Well, I mean, I knew Mercure Core was evil, and I knew they really liked their messed up shit. But wow, were those tentacles sprouting out of a dead body? Don't
Yep.
want to see that again. And I wonder if that's it. That's stuff. Results of that seems like it could be in line with my findings on the archives, right? Or the planet that the archives is around. The stuff that Mercure Core was up to, or not?
It certainly would support it.
Okay. Or okay. Well, maybe probably get that. I mean, I guess you can go ahead and get that footage over to wait, is it our reporter was someone. Lisa. Yep. Are they still on their, or are they out on their, are they out on a mission right now?
They're still with you.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll run this to Lisa with a content warning. But you know, it's some pretty strong against Mercure Core, you know?
That it is.
Right? And I don't want to be close to the sample.
Lisa does, however, note that the lack of recognizable witnesses in the footage means that Mercury Core will very likely be able, if it's released as is, Mercury Core would very likely be able to spin it as deep faked footage.
Yeah.
You'll need to be able to corroborate that with something.
Okay. Well,
Photoshop Jai dabbing or something onto it.
God.
They have to be reliable witnesses that aren't invested in a certain outcome.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point, which is why I'm going to go ahead and order. I'm going to go ahead and order my security team once they get the guards into custody. I'm going to order them to go ahead and gather up all the scientists and the crew members and get them to brig as well.
I mean, there may be other samples of the stuff too that
Right, but
Not that
I
I really
want
want it,
I want
but-
there to be no one on the ship that's not secured.
Oh yeah.
Your
Unless we
brig,
find out that someone.
Too.
your brig
I'm
only
sure-
the auto
has. Sorry, let me say here. Your brig only has the 6 spaces, and there are 20 non-security plus Carissa on the ship.
Yeah, but how much
How
room
mu-
do they really need in those?
Oh, you can pack them in there. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just want to make sure you know that you're doing that.
I'm thinking double packed in there, and then does this thing have a brig?
Their ship. Yeah.
It does, yeah.
Okay. So we'll pack a few more people into there too, and then just,
Hope for the best. I mean, yeah, we'll have to get around to. Gosh, this is too many prisoners, isn't it?
we'll figure something out.
Okay. I will have to make do with what I have. I can't find the exact details written long ago that I was looking for.
Could buy 20 more minutes. I'm sure we can find some other way to buy 20 minutes of time.
Oh, we are at the end of the session.
Yeah, we're getting close.
Okay. Yeah, if you guys don't mind leaving the reveal from Carissa as a cliffhanger, I think that's actually beneficial because it lets Xander be part of that as well.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
So then let's kind of wrap up some of the other things that you're doing outside this conversation. It sounds like you're wanting to secure the other crew on the ship. Now let me make sure I'm understanding. You're not wanting to actually keep them. You just want them secured, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think we have long-term plans for them. Because
Okay.
I don't think we'll be able to trust people that have been working for Mercury Core.
Right.
At least not on a wide scale basis. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I did have the thought. I was like, I don't know. Maybe if there's one or two that are really sick of Mercury Core's shit, but I don't know. I feel like in general we'd have trouble trusting anyone like that.
Yeah.
And remember, you guys did have that basically the Mercure Culture Primer that Nemesis downloaded.
Yeah.
It is a very, very backstabby company culture.
Yeah.
Backstabbing
Yeah,
to promote is practically written into the handbook.
Just don't
Okay.
get caught at it, I assume.
Exactly. The internal power struggles are lit. If that word means what I think it means.
I don't think so in this case.
That doesn't surprise me.
Because lit's usually, I think lit is something like positive.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, the internal power struggles are not lit. How about wild?
I mean, yeah. maybe if that's really your cup of tea, you consider it lit. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you don't have any difficulty securing the science staff and the crew. The science staff, crew, and security are about even in number. Actually, on this ship, they were exactly even in number. There were 10 of each.
Oh, that's not too bad then, because we killed what 6 security? No, 7 security at least.
Well, you kept 4, so
Oh,
you only killed 6. The
3 green. Oh, it was 3 green, 3 blue, wasn't it?
those that got put down are
And
all
I
over
guess
here.
one of the greens was still alive, or it was still alive from the flashbang, right?
You've got this one that you're taking back to your lab. You've got a green that went tsunami and a green that just got knocked straight out by the grenade. That would be the only one that's still alive. So, Charlie, when he went around to check them, found that only the one that got concussed straight out by the flashbang is still alive from among those that you guys have fought.
Okay, so 5 security left
And
alive.
I think it was this one that
that's
got concussed by Nova. We'll put a little skull
So,
on him.
so that's not too cramped then. I mean, if you're talking about 20 people, tops.
Yeah, and yeah, between the Corvette and your ship, you're able to put them into enough cells that they're not sitting on each other.
Relatively roomy accommodations. Relatively.
Are there any other things that you want to do before we put a pause and get to Carissa's reveal next week?
Well, I mean, I assume we're having a couple. We had the specimen secured. We had the crew secured. Just getting some more of the scientific crew over to look through the files, and maybe a couple of crew to secure the bridge would be the only things I can think of.
Okay.
Yeah, and digging through the ship's records and possibly, like I said, I suspect there may be another sample that, I guess that's maybe up to a random roll, seeing as how you were doing that. Whether there's another sample of the monster juice, monster energy drink.
Yeah, you can certainly search through that. Let's go with the science crew route here real quick. As the mutated green security is brought into the Raza, Guy gets a call from Ashanti Knapp.
He
She
puts
is
it through.
currently your head security, or not head security, your head science.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I am not dealing with this without the promotion. This, I need more pay for this.
All right. I mean, I'll.
You could just work on it. I guess you could just work on it yourself, but you know.
I
I can understand. I mean, that's biohazard material right there.
You know what? Here, Ashanti. Here's what I'll do. I'll transfer 200 credits over now as a bonus, and then we will discuss the full details of a promotion later. Though, yes, you've done good enough work that I'm willing to consider that.
What do you want me to do with this thing?
Identify the full extent of the changes and see if you can find a mechanism there. I don't expect you to do that immediately, but get started on it.
Captain,
I believe it was some sort of chemical injection. Check the auto injector.
This is no longer human. I can already tell you that.
Nevertheless, I want a catalog of the genetic changes and see if you can get anything off that auto injector. If there's any of them the material left. I want samples, and try to make sure you don't prick yourself with it. We don't want this happening to one of you or
Pratt,
the other.
quarantine the lab.
Yeah, quarantine protocols. Sure, the lab has quarantine protocols.
Suit up.
But board.
Yeah, she's actually asking for additional quarantine protocols.
Yeah.
Lord,
I suppose
Lord
it would be
knows.
more appropriate for her to say seal the lab.
Yeah.
Lord knows where Jai's keeping the zombie juice without telling anyone.
And that's how we lost an entire room of the ship.
Yeah.
Never opened again.
Yeah, so she basically says, tells Pratt to initiate whatever additional security precautions. Like, obviously the lab does have security precautions, but it's still an open workspace. People can come and go. So she's basically quarantining herself and Pratt inside that lab while they suit up and into additional layers of protection and work on it.
Armored hazmat suits. Which I guess is just an armored back suit.
I think hazmat suits are actually a little bit excuse me. This game doesn't make a distinction, but I think other sci-fi has made a distinction. It's Mothership I'm thinking of. Yeah, there's a difference between the hazmat suit and the spacer suit.
I'm trying to think what the differences really would be, but I mean, it's the main thing is just it's a self-contained environment. You know, it's got its own air supply.
I think it doesn't have to worry about the pressure problems.
I feel like if you've got an atmosphere in your suit, anyways, I think that kind of takes care of that problem, though. But I don't know.
Hazmat suits are made of multi-material to prevent radiation and stuff.
Yeah, but I think a vac suit would be too.
It is possible.
Okay.
It depends on like the nature of the things. Hazmat suits might be designed to resist like certain corrosive materials a bit more because they expect to see those a bit more. Biohazards actually a spacesuit might be better against just because they're entirely self-contained. But like if you're dealing with chemical hazards, a hazmat suit is probably better.
Okay.
Yeah, but I feel like that'd be like based on depending on the chemical, right?
Right. Well, yeah, depending on the chemical. Hazmat suits are just generally designed to resist corrosion more than spacesuits are. Or corrosive materials, rather.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's a fair place to end it, unless anybody has anything else they want to address or do before we close.
Like I said, it's basically just sending a couple of crew to secure the bridge, and
right.
That's about it.
Okay. Yeah, that's that. I felt. I think thinking back on it, I kind of lumped that in mentally with the securing of the other crew, because there would have been crew on the bridge that they had to ferret out also.
Yeah.
So yeah, you've secured the Corvette.
Hooray!
All right.
As for getting crew to trying to get into their computers, you're probably going to want Nemesis to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's fine.
I figured I'd be doing that.
But yeah, I hope she realizes we're not. Well, no, I hope she doesn't realize we're not letting her keep the ship. But either way.
Yeah.
We shall see next week.
Yeah. Worst comes to worst, I'll just inject her with a bunch of that serum and then roll with it. I don't care. I don't care what she has to say. Well, no, I do care what she has to say, but I don't care what she feels about having to say it.
I'll be most likely I will be comfortably performing the hacking from the comfort of my bed using a drone.
Okay.
My advanced infiltrator that I never used.
Ah. With the manipulator arms?
Yeah. It's also got like the stealth stuff. It's my it's my stealth turn that had the manipulator arms. I also have like the zero spare bot, the salvage one, but those aren't as fancy.
Okay.
Well, that didn't go too poorly. We did lose a couple of the security bots, but whatever. That's 10,000 credits.
Watch. We're gonna find out that they've been doing so much work keeping discipline on the ship, keeping order and everything. You know, it's like, oh my god, all heck is gonna break loose now. We've got one. That was really the only thing that kept people in line. Is worried about getting zapped.
Nobody likes the stun bot. I hope. I know that this session was mostly combat, but I hope it was still engaging.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. I like combat, and that was a fun way to have that little freaky stuff, whatever you want to call it.